Hello, my friends, and welcome back to a continued blind Let's Play of Homestuck for the PC. My name is the FlightlessBird. This is your story biscuit channel today. Well, we walk out with Chef. What? I'm sorry, it's not Gordon Ramsay. I know that's bad, but I forget this guy's name. Guy Pietro? Is that it? Well, anyway, it's a dark version of him with a bunch of skulls behind him. Sure, why not? I wonder how many people are gonna be like, FlightlessBird, how do you not know this chef? How dare you insult him by saying Zach Gordon Ramsay? I'm sorry. I hope you're all having a wonderful, fantastic day today. As I mentioned, Croc Corpse abandoning on 311. As it was often referred to in the news, totally changed everything. It marked the beginning of a completely shameless downward spiral of Western civilization through a series of events that are probably hard to notice at the time, but quite glaring when evaluated historically. Though the Baroness made very few substantial gestures of aggression, the global fear of her looming threat would trigger all the changes she needed. Governments prepared for war, as if to defend against the invading alien armies she undoubtedly commanded. But of course, she had no army. She was always the only one of her kind. Instead, the world powers were only setting about to build her armies for her. The media, they deteriorated into this preposterous circus that was in all practical ways inseparable from the power base of government institutions. Popular entertainers became dangerous demagogues, and the roles in the media, while they blurred with those of executive authority. And the most dangerous were the ones who fed into the fear and hysteria most effectively. These tended to be plants, unscrupulous shills paid by the Baroness to move her agenda forward. Dang, I would like to think I will not be suckered by their silvery tongues whenever they came along. Well, the thing is, most of them are already on the scene in your time. Who? Ever hear of Guy Fieri? You know, the not Gordon Ramsay guy? Yeah, exactly. Guy Fieri, that was his name. I think I had it close. Why I say like Guy Ferrari or Ferrari? Ferrari. No, Ferrari's a car. No, I don't think so. Well, you're fortunate, Dean. He was an especially degenerate piece of filth. Used his connections and guile to wriggle into the spotlight, and then onto other positions of power. He somehow landed on the U.S. Supreme Court. Over the years, other justices started mysteriously disappearing without being replaced. And after helping rewrite the Constitution, forming a comprehensible patchwork of fascism, theocratic mandates, recipes, he was a cook at one time, and bad rap lyrics. What a douchebag. He weaseled his way up the ranks to become the High Chaplain of Interstellar War. I'm just gonna cut to the chase, cause really this ain't a big history lesson here. He eventually can be regarded as the third and final Antichrist. Wait a second. Why were the first two Antichrists? I just love how this game just is like, and the third one. It's like, wait, where'd the first two go? I guess the first one was Nero, right? That's what a lot of people think is. The early Christians thought Nero was the Antichrist because if you spell out his name or something, his name is 616. And there's a popular idea that says the mark of the beast is not 666 but 616. There's a whole thing about that. If you go search online, you can find it. But who was the second Antichrist? No other human in history was responsible for more death and suffering. Wow, good job, Guy. Thanks, Guy. I'm not your guy, buddy. I'm not your buddy, friend. I'm not your friend, Guy. Oh my God, it's the Insane Clown Posse just showed up. The boyish cur. Yeah, well, that's exactly the phrase I would use to describe someone, responsible for the extermination of 5 billion people. It was just so uncivilized of him. How could such an atrocity be allowed to happen? Was his personal magnetism really that overwhelming? Well, maybe overwhelming in the wrong direction, but yeah. But it didn't happen overnight. It was a gradual decline in the integrity of the system that allowed it. Eventually, the wheels came off, and political scene mirrored the absurdity of the media circus. By the time that Presidents J and Dope were elected, Western civilization had officially screwed itself over forever. And I think everyone knew it. Oh no. When does that happen? 2024. It's the last re-election the world would ever see. Alright, that's just funny because of when we're recording this. So they were on the ticket together as president and vice president. Nah, man! They were both president. They both were the first dual presidents of the United States of America. They're also the last. They were also also the first and last Juggalo presidents. The founding fathers warned us about this, but nobody listened. The first and last Juggalo president. Alrighty then. This is so weird. I love this fiction about U.S. president election because it is fascinating. They did. Warned us about what exactly? As the mirthful executives, George Washington had prophetic nightmares about them. He tried to warn people and got language amended to the Constitution to prevent it, like forbidding the election, what he famously described as a pair of salty birds. Salty birds. I wonder if that's similar to the spoony bards. Anyway. Or unruly jesters given to the sweet drink. But would everyone just figure that he took too hard on the colonial cannabis or whatever? I'm not sure I follow. These are clown presidents or such. But yeah, they were a horrible rap duo from your time, but they ran a heck of a campaign. By then, the Juggalo party had gotten huge. While the numerous other candidates split the moderate vote, they retained a very energetic and devoted base. You could say the party had a big team. Dirk, I really dislike the future you are describing. Hey, me too. They were swept into office on a way of Fago. And the presidential inauguration, that was the biggest gathering of the Juggalos of all time. They all hosed each other down on the White House lawn with some horrible soda. The D.C. and the Capitol thereafter officially stood for the Dark Carnival. Of course, their campaign was helped considerably by having the support from the Baroness. In retrospect, people developed the impression that was all a part of her sick sense of humor. There was a sense that she just loved the idea of delegating the extreme subjugation of the world's population to a pair of demented clown rappers. Some have speculated that this was just another way she was attempting to resurrect her previous model of governance, though this seemed kind of far-fetched to me. Who the heck ever heard of an alien juggalo? Man, to me, this is about as stupid as the crackpot theories they get. I like how he's fighting them on top of the White House. Almost reminds me of, what was that Resident Evil movie that ended with Alice on top of the White House? While like the rest of the world was like destroyed and all the zombies were coming at her. And then it cuts to the next movie and she's in a desert and it's like, I guess years later and none of it makes any sense at all. Strive! I still don't know what a juggalo is. Do they, juggle? Man, don't worry about it. People were less prepared for a double juggalo presidency than they ever imagined. I'm not even going to get into all the horrifying details. Trust me, you just start to feel dirty reading about it. From the moment that Fieri guy, or the guy Fieri, that Fieri thing, held up the Bible to swear them in, and the three of them proceeded to publicly defecate on it with freestyling rap lyrics. Man, that was it. Everyone in the world watching on TV just said, well, show's over. Civilization 7, it's a little bit buggy, but I can't wait to play it. Man, it was pretty cool while it lasted. And then the next several grueling terms of their presidency was a weird combination of authoritarian practices. The Baroness used it as a puppet regime, while still basically giving them carte blanche to carry out their idiotic whims. Fago was pumped through the plumbing instead of tap water. The new national pastime, man was having type 2 diabetes, and the national anthem was replaced by a 3-minute high reverb audio clip. President J. Man farting into a microphone while laughing. This is like Terrence and Phillip, except 100 times more demented, you hear me? Chaplain Fieri was authorized to set up the death camps, in which anyone on the planet could be imprisoned that were not deemed sufficiently mirthful. So the cleansing began, priming humanity for its new ruler waiting in the wings. This is when our ancestors, well, kinda had enough. The resistance movement had failed, but they could at least bring the war criminals to justice. My bro, man, he finally caught up with the presidents, and he challenged them to a duel. They accepted, having for years regarded him as a cocky rival rapper who failed to show them the proper respect. But in their arrogance, they invited him into the foul belly of the carnival, believing they could teach him once and for all what it truly meant to be down with the clown. Man, they activated his trap card. For centuries thereafter, survivors of the Holocaust. No, you just did not do that. Oh my lord. Would cite the rooftop showdown as one of the most heroic moments in human history. Oh, gutted them both. Is that his body coming off, or is that his body coming back together? That would be pretty creepy if they came back together. He killed them both! Unfortunately, as they were only figureheads, no liberation followed. There'd be no parades in the streets, or statues cast, or medals awarded. The few witnesses would report seeing only a man with a sword on a really horrible skateboard, gently rising into the night sky. No one ever saw him again. Strife. Always finding. Oh wait, is that Guy Fiero and the Countess? That's not the ancestor. Meanwhile, Rox's mom was tracking down the High Chaplain. His crimes had already been committed. She couldn't repay them by any stretch of the imagination, but she could wipe the blood-stained grin of that fat bastard's face. Whoa. She gouged his eyes out with a pair of needles. Dude. Hardcore. Yeah, she was needle kind, right? That's taking me back a ways. And rode his torso to the bottom of his bloody falls. Yeesh. Oh, that's a cool picture. That is an awesome picture right there. Let's see if I can write that down. The reports of what happened to our ancestors. After that, well, they're a bit sketchy. There were no eyewitness accounts I found, but some believe they regrouped and confronted the goddess herself. With all her high-ranking officers dead and the human population decimated and sufficiently groomed for arrival, there was no reason to stay behind the scenes anymore. And after those dreadful years of putting up with the more vulgar brand of authoritarianism, when she finally stepped forward to claim her throne, actually came off as somewhat dignified. Elegant. In a way. She was no less severe. At least she knew how to act. Like an empress. Oh. Okay, there's a lot going on here. Holy cow. But even if they did manage to confront her, there was no way they could, win. She had too many crazy alien powers. Her boss supposedly had jacked her power level through the roof. I even heard, and don't quote me on this, that she may even have been over 9,000! As someone who loves Dragon Ball, I fully appreciate that one. Heavens to Betsy! Well, that figure is just absurd. At least it told Dragon Ball Super when all the power levels just somehow, even out. Something I never understood. You get to Dragon Ball Super and you get to the Dark Tournament. Oh, not the Dark Tournament, that's Yu Yu Hakusho. You get to the Tournament of Power. And all of a sudden, you would expect Goku and Vegeta would just wipe everyone off the map. Except the strongest. But yet, for some reason, even the characters who don't have strength are able to fight. Like, Master Roshi should not last, I'm sorry, it says more than a second. You may be skilled, buddy. You may be skilled, but just in terms of power, someone with anyone on that power grid could have just rushed over to you faster than you can blink your eye, and one punch would have rocketed you out of the stadium. You would have never had a chance to do any cool special skills. There's no way you should have been able to fight on that fight. Anyway, yeah, I still really enjoyed it though. It was a really cool arc, but it didn't make a lot of sense when you actually break it down. Not like Yu Yu Hakusho's tournament, Dark Tournament. Now that's some good anime. Yeah, but the other one was good too. Anyway, but even if they did manage to confront her, there's no way they could win. Oh, right. The power level being over 9,000. Kind of lost where it was. Anyway, heavens to Betsy. That figure is just absurd. Are we going through some deja vu? Well, yeah, maybe. But it was some good stuff, so it's okay. And that's not even to speak of the generic smorgasbord of other powers she was rumored to have. It gets hard to separate the fact from the urban myth. Sort of like that show with the #1 from Star Trek. That was a cool show. But for reference, if you want to believe it all, just picture all the X-Men combined into one sexy fish woman in a skin-tight suit. Whoa, mama. Dude, yeah, that's a scary sight. That's a very scary sight. Oh my gosh. Decimated. Whatever actually went down They're surely both dead now. Man, I guess it had to happen like that, though. There's no way the Kudos would allow us to be born within even a century of our genetic forebears. The thought of that is completely disgusting to her. But I really would have liked to be able to meet them. I guess some things would just be too awesome to ever stand a chance of happening. Yeah, I know the feeling. Wait. Ow, what? Dirk, did you tell me at some point that you did find evidence the witch killed them? Well, as of now, nah. Are you sure? I swear I remember you saying something about that. Man, how could I have said anything like that before today? This was obviously the first time I mentioned any of this. Oh, I am just having the nuttiest deja vu thing going on now. Sounds familiar. It does. FlightlessBird did not plan this. It was just accidental. Anyway, I feel weird. Ow, the dits! I guess I'm mistaken. Never mind. Is that a missile? What is this? Oh, is that like a marker? I mean, these look like little bullets. That's why it says it looks like a missile. Well, okay. I will disregard the anomalous observation for now and continue conversing as if it never happened. Right. Good plan. Anywho, that's a heck of a tragic and thrilling tale, Dirk. I am still totally cockeyed and catawampus about it all. I don't even know what to think. But you believe me, right? Oh yeah, every word of it. Wow. 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 Why shouldn't I? You are my friend, and I trust you. I still just think that it's impressive, is all. Even after all this time, you're pretty much a one-of-a-kind dude. Heh, not really. I just like believing stuff and believing in people. Wait, what do you mean? About what? What you said after all this time. You just told me now. Well, yeah. Hang on. Blarg! The deja vu stuff is happening again. Okay, I am sure we've had this conversation before. So many things are familiar. I remember you saying the one-of-a-kind dude thing. And I remember saying the word catawampus. And all of it. What's going on? I took you long enough to figure it out. Pages really are a slow-burning class. Dang. Figure what out? Man, you're asleep. Oh, that's right. I fell off the platform thing, and I guess I got knocked out. Yep. So I'm dreaming. Kinda. It's one of those dream bubble whatchamacallits. What's that? It's a place in the infinite abyss where sleepy people can share memories. Or share dreams with each other while revisiting memories. Also where they can meet dead people. So, we are sharing a dream together, and you're currently asleep too. Currently in the future. Nah, even if I was, I wouldn't visit a dream bubble. That only happens when your dream self is dead. Like yours is. Mine? It's not. I guess I understand. So what's the deal then? Wait. You said this is where they meet dead people too. Dirk, are you dead? Are you a ghost? Nah, dude. Chill. I'm fine. Then what the heck is going on? Who am I talking to? Well, who are the people that you talk to when you have a regular dream? What? You know, like just a boring normal dream, and there's a person you're talking to. Who is that? I don't know. It's nobody. Man, it's just a projection of your own mind. Dream bubbles don't always need to be shared by dreamers or dead people. You can go to sleep and wake up in one alone, reliving an old memory, kind of like a normal dream. Till you remember it's just a memory, which is like where we are now. Okay, so I am having like a lucid dreamy thing in a magic bubble, and you are just like a figment of my imagination. Well, yeah, basically. So I'm talking to myself. Well, that's kind of stupid. Well, yeah, not quite. You could view me as a projection of the real Dirk within your mind, as expressed through all your thought patterns about him. So I'm kind of a splinter of his corporal self who happens to live in your awareness. I'm a startlingly close approximation to the real thing for all intents and purposes. Just how startlingly close are we talking? Man, I'm not gonna give you a bogus percentage like the glasses, cause that's not my shtick. But it's pretty dang close. Okay, that's fair, but man, there is something that feels kind of weird about this. You being in my head, it's a little messed up. Man, what's messed up about it? You are the one who put me here with your intimate understanding of all his mannerisms and predilections, and his splintered existence is pretty much how he rolls. This is how stuff is, bro. Okay, I'm sorry for saying it's messed up, but it's still a bit frustrating. I've been trying to talk to you all day, but all I get is your pesky red splendor bedeviling me at every turn, and a friggin' robot punching me across the ocean, and then throwing a weird tantrum, and ripping his nuclear heart out in front of me. And if that weren't enough, I tumbled off the doohickey and knocked myself out, and now I'm strolling down memory lane with your fake brain ghost. It's like you are surrounding me from all sides with imitations of yourself, but never the real you. Cheese and crackers. When do I just get to talk to the actual Dirk? Jake, what do you even know about someone's actual self? What makes it actual? What is actuality? What a horse poopery question. I don't know anything about actuality, I guess, but I know some philosophical horse stuff when I dad blasted hear it. Man, I'm just saying, this isn't really your field of expertise. Dirk is the heart guy. He's the one walking the path of self, even when he doesn't know it. Like right now. But what does that mean? And how can you really be made of only my thoughts when I don't know what you're talking about sometimes? Or when I didn't know some of the things you're telling me, like about being in a dream bubble. How could I tell myself about this stuff through Brain Ghost Dirk? Who says you don't know those things are on some level? I don't think I do. I have no business knowing these things. Pages have a lot of untapped potential. It's practically all there is to the class, actually. But when they eventually find it, look out. And the ones who are dealing hope, heck, man. I'm scared of you already, and I'm not even real. Well, that's cool. Are you sure you aren't real? No offense, but I kinda get the same smart butt vibe from you as I do from the responder. Like, haha, I had the same basic personality as Dirk, but without any accountability or anything. So let me just be kind of flippant and mess with this Jake fella's head. You know what I'm saying. But yeah, I'd say a surprisingly decent observation about me. Yeah, see, I think I maybe did a little too good of a job brain cloning you. This is way too much like talking to the real fake Dirk. Holy cow, what a dumb sentence that was. Ah, you did a good job. Perfect job, in fact. Untapped potential. Remember, I don't think any one of Dirk's splinters could exist nearly as well in anyone's mind other than yours. Well, that's just spiffy for me, but I'm starting to feel somewhat like I'm being haunted by you now. I just want to talk to my real buddy. And by real, I just mean the original guy. And what do you even want to say to him? Oh, I don't know. It's not like you can keep any secrets from me here. I pretty much am your brain. Ah, no, don't say that. It's so weird. You do realize he's coming for you, Dirk, in the real world? You know, that man has his designs. Yes, I know. Hey, you wanna talk about it? With you? No, that's like talk to him about it, which is like really jumping the gun, I think. What better chance there to try talking about it than with a stand double for your hyper aggressive suitor within the safety and privacy of your own mind? But I can't yet. I just can't. There are some feelings I'm not sure how to put into words yet. And doing it in front of you, whether you're a stunt double or brain puppet or whatever, it just makes me feel uncomfortable. So there are feelings you don't want to try to put into words, even while you are dwelling entirely within the realm of your own mind? Yes. What is so hard to understand about that? Man, what about the spider ghost? Huh? The girl that you saw when you got clobbered by Dirk's robot and you passed out. Dreamed about a spider ghost alien girl. Oh yeah. What about her? Man, you like her. Man, what? That's dumb. I saw her for 3 seconds and she waved at me. And I woke up. Yeah, it took all of 3 seconds for you to fall in love with the cute spider ghost. Why do you keep calling her a ghost? 'Cause she's like been dead for a zillion years, dude. Oh, well, holy. Man, that won't change the fact that you like her. Let's not pretend it will. You're going to make things complicated for yourself. No, I won't. Yeah, you will. You're too wishy-washy. Between Dirk, Spider Ghost, Jane, oh man, poor Jane. What? What about Jane? You tell me. What was even the deal with that? Our last chat ended on very pleasant and amicable terms. She was upbeat and chipper as ever. I failed to see what reason one might have to feel sorry for her. Yeah, you totally read her like a book. Really handled that conversation like a champ. Wait, didn't I? Man, look out! It's Jake, the Casanova Lady Slayer English. He's packing heat and is frequently able to parse the literal meaning of things that women say. What are you getting at? Man, we're running out of time. She'll be here soon. Jane? Nah, doofus. You know the spider ghost. Whoa. Whoa, okay. Where? Wait, she is? Aw, dang it. Man, look at you. I'm telling you. Just 3 seconds of oogling alien in blue dress, and you're completely hopeless, man. Stop fidgeting around like that. Your hair? And it looks fine. Do you want me to tell you how your breath smells? Ah, screw you. I am as cool as such a cucumber. Okay, then. Why does my breath not smell okay? You're dreaming, Jake. Your breath is only a thing if your brain wants it to be. Oh, okay. When is she coming? Why is she visiting my dreams? Soon, man. She's been waiting for the right time to enter. Waiting for you to snap out of the memory. Clearly, the girl, man, she has the patience of a saint. All right. Dang. It's warm in this dream bubble. How can I be sweating in a dream? Where do I keep the dream towels? Man, will you calm the heck all the way down? I'm a figment of your imagination, and you're still making me nervous. But really, who is she? What's her deal? And what does she want from me? Since all this so-called untapped potential in my subconscious taking the form of yet another sassy dirt clone seems to know everything, would it be okay if I troubled my own brain for a few flipping answers? Man, you really should try to be more polite to me. Seeing as I am a representation of your entire mind, I have complete control over all your basic functions. I could trigger a particularly spirited bowel movement right before she gets here and make you pee your pants. Just water everywhere. So watch your step. No. I'm sorry. Please don't. Man, I'm just kidding, dude. Jesus. I would never make you cart your pants in front of a girl you liked. Even if she does, like, happen to be my chief competition. It would be pretty funny, though. Man, we Dirk Splinters can be pretty Machiavellian. But we do actually have some standards. Okay, thank you for promising to keep my trousers tidy. Anyway, she's visiting now to bring you into the loop on some things. Important details you should know about your relation to the bigger picture. You know, the much bigger picture. I still don't understand how you know, or excuse me, my brain knows this stuff because I'm a page. How does that make sense? And also, if you know the things she will say, why don't you just tell me the things? Man, intuition and the subconscious mind are powerful things when harnessed the right way. That's why I didn't tell you. Man, why not? You just let her tell you. I mean, you're the one with the dang crush on her. Uh-oh, she's here. And we are freaking out. Very much freaking out. Oh, okay, dude. She's here. Shush. And I knew. Oh, man. What the heck you looking at me for? Say something to her, you idiot. Okay, I will. You're distracting me, though. Can you scoot over a bit? Oh my god, fine. Hi there, welcome. Don't mind him. He's just a brain clone of my best friend. I know that sounds crazy. Huh. Bro, she can't even see or like hear me. And you're making a fool of yourself. Wait, she can't? Why did you tell me that? You are really throwing me off here. I don't know. I guess I didn't think you were going to have a neurotic meltdown at the sight of a girl. I thought you were supposed to know stuff like that, seeing as you are literally my brain. Gosh dang it! Will you just, chillax and woo this ghost babe? How can I chillax when you keep talking to me? It's really disconcerting. Man, you are totally embarrassing yourself, dude. I mean, you're talking to, nobody. Man, I'm starting to feel bad for Spider Ghost. Look at her. She's getting all uncomfortable. Shh. Just shut up. I can't think. Man, you're being so lame. I don't care if I'm a figment of your imagination or not. I can't take this bull. Either you get your stuff together and put the moves on this dead space fixin', or I start messing with your cortex and make you pop a dream boner. Oh God, no, don't you dare. Hey, don't think that I would do it. No, please, 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 do not give me a boner, Dirk. Sorry, Jake. The plans. It's all in motion. Next stop, Boner City. So, that was the plan all along, to give me a boner. And you? Huh? Wait for it. You got one! You mother effer! Tee hee hee. A false alarm, I see. Very funny, cool guy. I think you are so full of garbage. You're bluffing. You don't even have the power to give me a phantasmal erection. Jake, please. Members of the juggler party aren't the only ones who can pitch a big tent. Then go ahead. Make my day. I'm ready for you. You think I'm afraid? I'll take your boner magic like a man. I'm not ashamed. I will stand tall and proud at full mast in front of this pretty alien. Do your worst, you bastard! Man, this is so stupid. You're out of your mind. And this is coming from your mind itself. I can't even watch this. I'm out of here. Well, good riddance to ironic hipster douchewad rubbish is what I have to say about that. Man, I wonder what Jack's up to right now. What? I mean, what? Who's Jack? Just talk to the girl, okay? You have some damage control to do. Jack, start Jailbreak adventure. Oh? Okay, I guess we're not gonna talk to cool ghost girl, or spider girl. Ghost spider? You wake up locked in a deserted jail cell, completely alone. There is nothing at all in your cell, useful or otherwise. Well, there's a key and a teleport. Attempt to try to pry open window. There are no objects around which to pry open window. Look at that. This frame is precisely identical to the previous frame. You advance nothing whatsoever with that dumb idea. Yeah, it sounds like a point-and-click adventure game. Do you realize this adventure is nearing 5,000 panels? Yes, I do realize that. And now we have to watch you flying around in a jail cell for God knows how long. Exactly how many panels do you want this to go on for? Over 9,000? Nobody wants that. Nobody even wants to hear the phrase, over 9,000? You need to begin making better decisions if you want to escape. Get the key. What did you not understand about the statement? There is nothing at all in your cell, useful or otherwise. There is no key. What was that, paste onto the ground? It is extremely crude drawing of a key on the floor. Yes, it is. Really, the drawing is so bad. It's ridiculous to think that some prankster thought it would fool you, which it did. Whoever drew this key clearly was employing the most primitive drawing tools available. You are obviously being screwed with in the stupid jail cell. You expect that you will continue to be screwed with, and it makes you wish you could stab something. Get pumpkin? What pumpkin? There is no pumpkin! Once again, there is nothing at all in your cell. Oh gosh darn it. Oh, okay, a pumpkin appears. You guys must be feeding time for the prisoners. Those Prosperian jails are like luxury suites compared to the penal system on Durst. It should be the softest time you ever did. Consume the pumpkin. Ah, what a horrible idea. You don't eat fresh produce. The thought is revolting to you. What do you think these sharp teeth are for, or what's left of them at least? You'll have to make a note to file a protest with your lawyer. Complain of cruel and unusual treatment. The Connolly criminal justice system will undoubtedly see to it that you are given some proper meat to consume. Perhaps a prime cut of filet mignon, as if you are a guest of honor. What a bunch of powder puffs. With all the namby-pamby morals and compassion, the kingdom makes you sick. Look out the window. You step up on the little Kirby thing to get a better look outside. Can't make a plan without getting your bearings. Huh. Kinda looks like the whole city's on fire. A lone sentry is on duty below. You shout a few obscenities his way. You wonder aloud what a guy has to do to get a decent meal around here. Hey, you're talking to that guy! So he ignores you. Just look at that stoic face, that unshakable discipline, the stalwart sense of duty and pride. This is what it means to be a member of the Prosperian Royal Guard. What a load of garbage, you grumble to yourself, but loud enough for him to hear. Inspect the pumpkin. The heck? Oh, he's kicking it. I thought there was like something coming out of it. The guy won't be of any use. You doubt you could even manage to lure him into your pissing radius, magnificent though it is. You give the pitiful gourd a little kick. A terrible thought occurs to you. What if you have no choice but to eat this awful thing? Can't let it come to that. You have to get out of here. Hold on. What's that? Take a closer look. Please look inside. Club. Eureka! Joel, you beautiful bastard. Looks like he stuck something inside the pumpkin to help you escape. Probably a bomb? You're going to have to remember to give him a promotion whenever you get out of here. Or at least reduce his daily newspaper floggings. You need to think of a way to get that bomb out of there. Can't just smash it with your foot. Or it might explode and take your leg off. Too bad they confiscated your knives so you could slice this thing open neatly. Maybe even carve a funny face into it. Haha. You bet you're the first guy who ever thought of doing that. Search for a carving apparatus. Hold on. You remember seeing some pointy things just outside the window. Luckily, both kingdoms are totally covered in pointy things. Can't swing a dead cat without impaling it on one. Okay. Take pointy thing. Snap. You snap off a golden pointy thing. Should be sharp enough to do the trick. Let's carve a pumpkin. It slices through the meat of the vegetable like a sharp spire through thick squash. This is working so well. Who the heck needs a trusty knife when you are this resourceful? Screw knives. You take it back. You can't stay mad at knives. Open it. You can taste your liberation already. You can't wait to hear the sweet ticking of the bomb that is definitely in there. That will be the sound of freedom, you decide. You pull off the lid to reveal whole bunch of knives. Holy cow, and something else over here. You're welcome. Aw. Gosh dang it, Droll! You know what's interesting? I think in the original Dragon Quest, Dragon Warrior, there's a monster called Droll, and it's like a purple monster. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the thing. So dumb. He's not the sharpest tool in the shed. Although now that you think about it, he might be by default. Since you just set you all the sharpest tools in the shed. Oh well, you can probably get some use out of these. You never once been disappointed to receive a pumpkin full of knives, and you're not about to make an exception. Empty the pumpkin on the floor. You take a quick inventory of the smuggled contraband. Hold on, looks like it stuck something else in the pumpkin under all the knives. Something compromising. Examine the compromising material. Terrier fancy. Join Club Yorkie today. Oh, it's got the Droll symbol on it. The Droll knows what it's like spending long, cold nights alone in the clink. A man needs a little reading material to keep him company, if you know what he means. If your skin wasn't made of polished jet black carapace, your cheeks will be turning bright red. No one can ever know about this. You must destroy the evidence, or at least disguise it somehow. Forge the blade out of illicit literature. Wow, that's pretty good. None shall be the wiser. It is the perfect crime. When you bust out of prison, you should be locked right back up again because of how perfect this crime is. Throw a knife down there to get that guy's attention. Wow! That is some amazing accuracy. All it got his attention, all right? Well, that should have gotten that guy's attention. And he's dead. Unfortunately, it only keeps his attention until he dies, which is almost instantly. You need to come up with a better plan. While you would argue that random stabbings are their own reward, they aren't getting you any closer to escape. Examine the exit. That door is locked tight. You're going to need a key to open it. Preferably one that isn't horribly drawn on the floor to taunt you. Knock on the door. Maybe if you're not hard enough in just the right way at just the right time. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait. No. Not yet. Wait for it. Wait. Now! Your clumsy fist accidentally flies through the bars, knocking out a passerby. Keys from his keyring jangle on the floor. Whop! It's quite possible one of those keys will unlock your door, but they are all well out of reach now. What next, genius? Oh, there's someone back here. Use the knife to snag one of the keys on the floor. You see if a knife can adequately lengthen your reach, but it's no use. They're still just outside of your modest slashing radius. Uh-oh, this guy's calling reinforcements. No dice, need a different approach. Wait a minute, another guard notices your unauthorized tomfoolery and radios for backup. Beckon the other guard over. He looks none too pleased by your misbehavior. This will surely result in reduced rations. You can expect to find a slightly smaller pumpkin in your cell. Come sky arise, mister. You keep beckoning him. Just a little closer. A little closer. Convince the second guard to pick up keys for you. Oh my god! That is violent! Use a little persuasion to see if you can get him to. Jack, no! That's not how you convince someone to do something! You're supposed to say this time until after you intimidate him into doing something you want. What exactly is that guy supposed to pick up some keys for you? Real smooth, Jack. What's the plan now? To bury the keys under a glowing pile of torsos? This is turning out to be the second worst jailbreak attempt anyone has ever seen. Ah, but you have heard of me. Look around the room. The only remaining thing in the room worth noting is the other corner of your cell. Just a transport pad prisoners are supposed to use as a waste receptacle. These were decommissioned in Durst prisons a long time ago. Too many prisoner suicides. And severed heads showing up in the waste bins. None of the auto decapitations were authorized with the right paperwork, so privileges had to be suspended. You hear the door open and slam shut. Someone else is in your cell. Welcome the guest. That guy's big. Looks like the sentry phone downstairs for a little muscle. It's the one of the regulator lugs they use to keep the gen pop in line. This guy has an itchy baton wrist, and that look in his eye you know all too well. Do not leave this room until one of you is good and bloody, not to mention Goldie. It's very gold. Be the other guy. Wait, this guy? Huh? You attempt to be this guy down here, but you can't be this guy down here because he's dead! But it does serve as a convenient cutaway for the vicious beating that is currently taking place in your cell. We don't need to be watching that kind of prison brutality. We take our sweet time looking at this dead body while terrible noises can be heard from your prison window. Oh, okay, that should be long enough. You can stop being this guy now. Stop being that guy. Oh my god! All those knives! You stop being the other guy in time for us to see that you have just finished quickly and cleanly, so putting the... Jack? Jack, the man is dead. Stop that. Jack? Apologize to guard's body. You start to feel sorry for stabbing that guy with 7 knives in the back and bash his face in the door 89 times. Well, Maybe not all 89 times. Well, the first 88 you felt pretty good, but by the 89th face bashing, you were definitely starting to feel pretty sorry. Well, at least you think you're sorry. And by sorry, I guess you mean you were pretty bored. Anyway, you muttered something under your breath that could easily sound like an apology to someone who wasn't listening very well. Give the guy a proper funeral. Whatever the state of your contrition might be, there can be no question about it. A man dedicated to royal service deserves a proper and dignified funeral. However, since there is no court casket in your cell that is nearly big enough for this lug's hefty torso, you will have to improvise. Seek an alternative casket. You sever the guard's head here with the most trusted of all trusty knives and begin sizing up that hollowed pumpkin. It will definitely be snug, but you think you can make it fit? Make it fit. You don't care what anyone says. You say this pumpkin was made for this hacker's melon. Fits like a dang glove. Ew. Looks like it broke part of the top off. Close it up. Teswick burial for a man of honor and distinction. The sacrifices made by our public servants don't get anywhere near the respect they deserve, you think. Bring the casket over to the receptacle. His funeral will not be complete without a proper send-off, but a stinking garbage dump is no place for the head of a brave soldier to rest. No, you must first make some modifications to the device. Doing a hard time behind bars will motivate a man to learn a trick or two when it comes to systems like this. Why open the panel with the knife? You open it up and switch a few wires around. There. Now instead of a nasty old pile of rotting pumpkin matter, the destination should be the throne room of the Prospinian Palace. Surely the queen will want to be alerted to the noble sacrifice of this brave warrior so that arrangements can be made to honor the hero. Send him off. Beam me away, Scotty. Look inside. Cross this out. You hear the door open. Did I just skip a page? No, okay. 4922. Come on. There we go. You hear the door open again, followed by the sound of surly footsteps. Could it be that another glutton for good face bashing has decided to visit your cell? Greet the visitor. Oh my god! Ah, you see, it appears there are quite a few said gluttons this time. Settle down, gentlemen. There are more than enough face bashers to go around. Quick, be the other guy again. You be the other guy again while they beat you senseless. Be Jake. Alright, my friends, well, now that we're Jake, probably a good time to take a break. Oh my god, look at those glasses. Look at that face. Aw, look at that face. Alright, my dear friends. Well, my name is FlightlessBird. This is your story-based gaming channel. Let's start continuing on Let's Play of Homestuck for the PC. If you'd like what you see, don't forget to hit that thumbs up to like the video and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Much love to you, my friends. I hope you have a wonderful, fantastic, amazingly awesome day. And until next time, so long. And take care. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you'd like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. But before we go, please remember that you matter, and you are brilliant, and you are loved, and you should always be true to yourself. Never let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly, feathered, flightless bird.